When it comes to setting goals, there are many different types of goals that a manager can choose to set. The first are going to be the strategic goals. Strategic goals are going to be the big goals, generally speaking, over a multi-year period that the manager wants to achieve. These strategic goals are going to be broken down into a series of tactical goals. Tactical goals are going to be smaller in nature, shorter duration. And then we have operational goals. Operational goals are for the general day-to-day operation of the organization. And so operational goals might be things such as total number of hours worked, total number of units produced, things along those lines. Then we also have a distinction, a very important distinction at that, between what we call real goals versus stated goals. So stated goals are going to be what a manager or person or organization says that they are trying to do versus the real goals. The real goals are the things that they are actually doing. And so there can be a pretty big difference sometimes between an organization or manager's stated goals and their real goals, which is where they're spending their time, energy, and resources. If you ever want to know what somebody's real goals are, look where they're spending those three things. And then finally, we have the difference between long-term versus short-term. And we touched on this a little bit in the distinction between strategic versus tactical goals. So long-term goals are going to be a year or longer out. And then we have short-term goals, which are going to take place at a much shorter time dimension, less than a year. And so our long-term goals should be related to our short-term goals in some way. In fact, our short-term goals should be the way in which we accomplish our long-term goals.